We have raid battles coming out this weekend with the Origin Form, Dialga and Palkia, and the regular Dialga and Palkia. So this video is going to have the counter guide to help you guys with the 100% IVs, top counters, and strategies to max out on the most XL candy, the fastest way to take down these Pokemon in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Man, Origin Form Dialga and Palkia are absolutely sweet. The shiny of the Dialga, in my opinion, is fantastic. The Palkia is pretty cool, but it's pretty similar, and we've already had some encounters with those, and I have Roar of Time as well as Spatial Rend. If you guys do want to see those moves in action, check them out up here. It's a lot of fun. It does cost Stardust, and it does cost candy. But with that said, guys, we need to get after some more important information, which is going to be the counter guide for these Pokemon. So we do have Dialga and Palkia, both Origin Forms. They have the same exact moveset. The only difference is their CPs are a little bit different. So if you guys do need to check out my graphic, that's going to give you all the CPs for everything happening in the Sinnoh Tour, from eggs, from a couple research, as well as both of the Palkia and the Dialga 100% IVs, check out my Twitter at the Trainer Club with 2 B's. Download the graphic and set it as your phone wallpaper, because that's how I have it set up for you guys. So let's get it. But most importantly, throughout this weekend, guys, we do not have a raid pass limit in the remote raids. There is a complete lift of the remote raid limit for this entire weekend, starting on Thursday at midnight as it goes into Friday, and that's going all the way until 11:59 p.m. PST on Sunday. So we have Friday, entire day. Saturday, entire day. Sunday, the entire day, and the time zone that coincides to PST for you guys, so everybody should enjoy unlimited remote raids. And I will be live streaming on YouTube for all of this, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So now let's get into the information that we need to know, which is going to be starting off with Dialga and Palkia counter guides. But before we do so, if you guys do need more raid battles to help you guys get more raids, you can jump into the Discord and free raid, or you can join the Patreon or even raid with me and my crew throughout the entire thing. Maybe you want to send me raids, invite me to your local community, because I will be doing a ton of remote raids this weekend. I absolutely must have the 100% IV Dialga and Palkia Origin Form. Let's jump in. So let's start off with the counters and everything we need to know about the Palkia. Palkia is going to be a water dragon Pokemon, and that is going to actually only have 2 weaknesses, which are going to be Dragon and Fairy, which is actually pretty impressive. And as far as the moveset on these Pokemon, Palkia gets Dragon Breath and Dragon Tail, and then it gets Aqua Tail, Fire Blast, Hydro Pump, and Draco Meteor. Obviously, for the dragons going on dragons, we are going to have to be cautious, especially of Draco Meteor, because this is going to hit our Pokemon extremely hard. So dodging with a Mega Rayquaza might be the thing. But if you are in there with party play, parties of 20, and everybody's using maxed out Rayquazas, these Pokemon are going to go down extremely fast regardless. And as far as the 100% IVs, 2280 is going to be the level 20 if it is weather boosted, which is going to be in rainy weather, windy weather. It's going to be at 2850 at level 25, which then is going to lead us, how many trainers do we need to take this down? 2.1 trainers, which then leads us to our top counters here. Counter spot number 1, Mega Rayquaza, Dragon Tail, and Breaking Swipe. In counter spot number 2, we have Mega Garchomp with Dragon Tail and Outrage. In spot number 3, we have Shadow Rayquaza, which is not out yet, so I'm not really sure why that's in there. Then we have Mega Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam, followed by the Mega Salamence, Dragon Tail, and Outrage. And in spot number 6, we have Dragon Breath and Roar of Time on the Dialga in the Origin Form. So if you guys do not have a Mega level 3 of the Rayquaza, and you do have it of the Garchomp, use that Pokemon. In spot 7, we have Dragon Tail Outrage on Shadow Salamence. Then we have Shadow Dragonite, Dragon Tail Outrage, Shadow Garchomp, Dragon Tail Outrage, Mega Latios, Palkia Origin Form with Dragon Tail and Spatial Rend. In spot 12, we have Shadow Latios. Spot 13, Mega Latias. Spot 14, we have Shadow Gardevoir. Spot 15, we have Enamorus. In spot 16, we have the Rayquaza. In spot 17, we have the Salamence. In spot 18, we're going to have Dialga. Spot 19, we have Haxorus. And spot 20, we have Zekrom. So towards the end, we do have some budget counters if you guys don't have any of those other legendaries or the Shadow legendaries or whatever that is powered up, because there are budget counters that will work pretty well. And we do have the Salamence and the Haxorus, but just a reminder, both of those Pokemon are going to need Elite TMs if you don't already have them evolved with those movesets, because Outrage is an Elite TM move on that Salamence. So a better option if you don't have an Elite TM or don't want to use it on a Salamence is to do a Dragonite with the Outrage, because you don't need that Elite TM. Which then leads us into the Origin Form of the Palkia. Since they share the exact same typing, we're going to treat these Pokemon the exact same, except we're just going to change the 100% IVs, which I'm going to give you now. 2367 is the 100% IV for level 20, and in the weather boost, in the rain or the windy weather at 2958. So those are the 100% IVs for the Palkia in the Origin Form. And that's going to do it for Palkia. Now let's get into Dialga. We're going to treat this Pokemon the exact same as we did the Palkia. I'm going to give you all the counters for the regular Dialga, and then I'm going to give you the 100% IVs for the Origin Form. So Dialga is going to be a Dragon and a Steel type Pokemon, and it has 2 weaknesses, which are going to be Fighting and Ground. The fast attacks will be Dragon Breath and Metal Claw, and the charge moves will be Iron Head, Thunder, as well as Draco Meteor. And the 100% IV, 2307 at level level 20, or weather boosted in snowy weather or windy weather, and that's going to be all the way to level 25 at 2,884. And according to Pokebattler, 2.11 trainers to take down this Pokemon. So for the Dialga, it's actually going to differ a little bit. Okay, so since this Pokemon is neutral to Dragon because the Steel resists Dragon and Dragon is weak to Dragon, which makes it neutral to Dragon, we don't have Dragons populating the top spot. The number one counter is going to be Primal Groudon with Mudshot and Precipice Blades. Shadow Groudon in spot number 2, Mudshot and Precipice Blades, which is not out yet. We also have the Shadow Excadrill with Mud Slap and Scorching Sands, Terrakion with Double Kick and Sacred Sword, and we have Mega Garchomp with Mud Shot and Earth Power, and Mega Blaziken with Counter and Focus Blast. So if you guys are using a Mega level 3 of the Garchomp, make sure that it is going to have 2 moves on it of Outrage as well as Earth Power. So that is going to help you optimize this Mega to be able to go after this. I don't really care too much if you guys are using Dragon Tail or you're using Mudshot on that Pokemon. Dragon Tail might do a little bit more damage to the Dragons because Mudshot is not the most hard-hitting move, but having the 2 specials, if you are using this Pokemon and you don't have a Mega level 3 Rayquaza, will help you out. Spot 7, we have the Keldeo with Low Kick and Sacred Sword. Spot 8, we're going to get the regular Groudon. Spot 9 will be Lucario with the Counter and Aura Sphere, which is going to be a budget counter. Then we'll have Shadow Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch, followed by Landorus, Therian Form, Mudshot, and Sandsear Storm. Spot 12 is going to be Shadow Rhyperior with Mud Slap and Earthquake. Spot 13, Shadow Garchomp with Mudshot and Earth Power. Spot 14 will be Excadrill with Mud Slap and Scorching Sands. Spot 15 will be Counter Dynamic Punch on Conkeldurr. Spot 16 will be Low Kick and Close Combat on the Mega Glade, which is also not out yet. But then you have Mega Swampert in 17 and Shadow Ursaluna in 18. So we do have multiple budget counters in there. If you guys do want the Machamp in the Shadow form, obviously it will cost more Stardust. We have Excadrill in the regular form as well as the Conkeldurr as well. So there's plenty of options for you guys out there, which then leads us into the Origin form 100% IVs. So 2,337, 2337 will be the level 20 for the Origin form Dialga as of right now from what we know. And then weather boosted in either the snowy weather or the winter weather, it's going to be 2921 at level 25. Okay, so as far as weather conditions that's going to affect these Pokemon. So windy weather will be the overarching best condition for everything to be able to catch these Pokemon boosted, but it's also going to have these Dragons hitting very hard against our Pokemon. So we are going to have to be cautious of that. As far as the Palkia, the rainy weather will also boost it to level 25. As far as the Dialga, the snowy weather will boost it to level 25 as well. And as far as the Dialga goes, we are also going to be looking at cloudy weather to boost our fighting types and sunny weather to boost our ground types. And for the Palkia, in the cloudy weather, will also boost the fairy types to go after it. But notice the Dialga is not weak to fairy, and it's also not weak to dragon. That steel dragon combination really does it wonders. And do not forget, guys, make sure to use your Mega Rayquaza if you have it at a Mega level 3 to yield the most amount of XL candy, because not only do you get flying and dragon types in 2 typings, it's also going to include psychic with that typing because Mega Rayquaza boosts all the XL candy gained for windy weather. So this one is extremely valuable and something that you definitely want to target in Pokemon Go. So good luck out there, guys. Hopefully we'll see you in the Discord. Maybe you'll be on my friends list by the end of the weekend, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Check out the YouTube channel, or you can check me out on Twitch at The Trainer Club. So with that said, love and appreciate you guys as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to next level. I'll see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.